Hi, my name's Cameron. I live in Eagle Mountain, Utah. I have been really interested in solar for quite a long time. I really want some grid independence. I want to be able to survive off the grid if I need to for limited periods of time. And the cost of everything was going up. So really it was a couple different things. I wanted independence because I wanted to make sure that my family was covered in the event of an outage. I realized that the solar just wasn't quite enough. It was doing what I needed to do during the day, but after hours is when we started doing a lot of the things that I didn't realize were drawing as much power as they were. You know, you do laundry, you do dishes, you do all these things in the evening you don't think about. And all of a sudden you're drawing that from the grid during peak times, right? And when everybody else is doing it, and all of a sudden you realize that during the day you're covered, but at night is when it really gets you, right? And of course, also when the power goes out, you know, your solar can do so much for you. I don't feel like most people run into a power outage in the middle of the day, right? Most of the time they run into a power outage when it's inconvenient in the evening, right? And my solar's not doing anything for me in the evening. And so that's why I decided to go for a battery. Initially, the first time I had turned ES Solar down because I had already purchased a solar system. I wasn't really interested in anything else. But when I started talking to the salespeople and we started talking about all the different rebates that I can get and how quickly things could be done, and the fact that they're, you know, a one-stop shop, right? For solar, for batteries, and for all of the maintenance and stuff like that, it sounded like a really good option. I've talked to other solar companies and it's not that, where, you know, you deal with a salesperson and then every other piece is a contractor, right? Every other piece is a different contractor for this, a different contractor for this, a different electrician, things like that. And ES Solar is not that. They're a one-stop shop. You call one phone number to get all of your support. So that's incredible. Yes, I would absolutely recommend ES Solar. I've been extremely impressed with the process. The project managers that I work with were incredible. Even the salespeople, I can't say that about a lot of salespeople, but the salespeople were not pushy. They were informative. They let me know everything that I was getting into. From start to finish, I would work with ES Solar again in a heartbeat. The battery and the solar, if you're on the fence about it, I would highly recommend it. I mean, being independent from the grid and not having to worry about power outages is just, it's a huge relief. Like realistically, it's just an incredible relief. And to know, like during the day, I'm completely grid free all day long, and even early into the morning, you know, because I charge my battery up all day and then I draw from it during the day when we're doing heavy things. And then even into the night, if the AC kicks on, you know, till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, my battery is still providing power to my house. So there's like 2 hours, 3 hours of the day before the sun comes up where I'm just drawing from the grid. And it's an incredible life-changing experience. I really enjoy having solar and a battery.